Jim, you want to start us off?
Thanks, Chris. Nickeil, based on what Stan just talked about, he mentioned how you guys broke down the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game last night during practice and kind of went over that. But how much do you have to mentally just kind of move forward and also focus on some of the better things that happened last night? Obviously, we're talking about a totally different thing if the last 7 seconds don't unfold the way that they did.
I mean, mentally, it's like, you live and you learn. That's all you can do. We've been on the other side of a comeback like this season, so we understand um, the both spectrums of it, and I think us just taking what we can from it. I mean, we can't go back. I wish we could, but we can't. And just learning from it tomorrow. If we're in the same position, when we're up and we have a comfortable lead, we got to make sure that we're turning 17 to 24 instead of 17 to 10 to 6 to 3 and then so forth.
Hey, Nickeil, it's Andrew from ESPN. For you, what's when you look back on it, what is going to be your biggest takeaway? I guess from this game, just kind of in general.
Uh, Still had a lot of chances, so I think just the way it played out. I mean, just taking away like what I can do better, and the areas from the whole game that could probably give us a whole different ending to where we were in the quarter, especially to the last play. So just everything that I did, watching the film, offensively, defensively, just growing and getting better from that.
Yeah, Stan mentioned that you guys had to talk about that one moment you had last night where you lost the ball. I guess what do you kind of take away from that convo and just that moment where that you just make that mistake that you probably you make that catch 100 times out of 100, but you just make that one mistake that one time.
I think it's just focus on the moment. I try to think plays ahead. I knew that they might try to get a trap or a quick foul, so I just try to see where the defense would be to see if I could run out some more time. But baby steps, catch, then turn. I kind of got ahead of myself and didn't make the catch.
And do your teammates come up to you and say anything, after the moment or in the locker room or anything like that to encourage you or anything like that?
I mean, going into the timeout, my guys were there for me, making sure that I was on to the next play. I wasn't down on myself because we still had an opportunity to win. We weren't out of it completely. So they tried to make sure that I was getting to the next play. And I appreciate them for that.
Nickeil, it seems like you're playing a little more off the ball in the half court than you were at the beginning of the season. I know, it changes game to game, but how comfortable do you feel, I guess, in that role where you're not the guy initiating the offense and maybe, looking to score a little bit more?
I feel very relaxed. I feel like the game's slowing down, just from like both spectrums, I would say, even if it is on the ball or off. Just kind of picking my spots, learning my spots, and taking what the defense gives me, letting the game come. I'm starting to slow down mentally, and so it's making things a lot easier for me, like you said, to like just see the game from a scoring spectrum and to see the game from like a facilitating point of view as well.
Nickeil, in rewatching the film footage or the game footage from last night, do you feel like you identified or noticed a lot of things that you would do differently next time? And do you feel overall it's beneficial for the team that you guys really do pick up and learn things and then you can take it to the next game or the next stretch of games?
For sure. I mean, like, the greatest teacher in life is experience. And so, like, I think we have experience now, from different point of views. And I think, like, in order for there to be rainbows, you got to have rain. So just kind of understanding that with this loss, there's so much good that can come out of it. It's just about how optimistic you are and how you view it. I think the good thing about our team is no one's really down and out about it. Today, guys are still laughing. Guys are still happy. Because at the end of the day, like, we can't do anything. So it's about how we move forward and what we do the next time out.
I think Stan mentioned that, for everybody, every shooter, the numbers are going to kind of come and go. You're not going to make shots every game, that kind of thing. But did you like just the kind of shots that you're getting? It seemed like you had a lot of like spot up with your feet set last night, and that contributed to just the offense being so good.
Yeah, I mean, you would love to have easy catch and shoot threes at this level. So I mean, with Bi being a high vocal point, with Z being a main focus as well. I mean, for me, it was just stick to your strengths, simplify the game, and make it easier on those guys. If they overhelp, and I'm in a step catch and shoot three, like a warm-up shot basically, take it with confidence. And I appreciate my teammates because every time they caught it, they made sure that I shot it. They made sure they told me, shoot the ball, don't hesitate, and give me the confidence to do that.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot during your career where you'll go cold for a stretch and then you'll have a game where you hit like 5 or 6 threes. I guess, what are you working on with your jump shot just to get more consistent in those catch and shoot situations?
I think it's kind of like, it's hard to say numbers wise. When you look at a game, they can be very skewed because of the type of shots you're getting against the type of team. I would say now I've just been sticking to what I do. I trust my shot, and I know that it will come. You're going to have games where you make, you're going to have games where you miss, and then just got to keep shooting it with confidence, and then over time, game always gives you what you put in.
All right, thank you, Nickeil. Appreciate it.